I am a deeply caring person, but I couldn't give a fuck about winning any competition, 'cause competitions suck. Rangers, Celtic, England, Scotland, who cares who is the best? We are all one consciousness. Let's lay duality to rest. For I was born into a world where people think they're free, fighting with each other to climb an imaginary tree. Well, I can't take it anymore. I hate to speak the truth. And if you didn't believe me, you are the living proof. For when are we going to learn that peace can't be won? It can only be withdrawn by a patriotic gun. For in this game of life, we are all God's chosen players, and love surely is the answer to all our secret prayers. Our destiny stands before us, alone and in great pain. We have a choice to make, my friends. Do we want the same again? For we create our future by how we choose to think. So why not evolve our minds so that we can escape our animalistic clink? For the world is just a reflection of what we're trying to hide, the chaos and the turmoil that's going on inside. So let's dig it up and here look, then leave it all behind. There really is no other way to obtain some peace of mind. You will feel much better when you burn your football strip, although for some time after you may have an unstable bottom lip. In the end, it's for the best, for there only is one team, and that's humanity together in its collective conscious dream. I mean, wouldn't it be great to connect with one another without the barriers of religion, creed or colour, where time was never an issue, so no work at 9 o'clock, realising in every moment that true love is all we've got. We, fragmented soldiers, could all unite together to investigate our mind. Awakened people would then be curious to see what they could find. Reality would be shaken to a deeper, more real depth, and we could all remember fondly the dream that we just left. What do you think of that, yeah? No bad, alright, eh? You can. So that was a poem there called Duality or Love, ladies and gentlemen. I used a word in that I didn't ken. I wrote that song the day after September the 11th. You didn't need to say the year, it's obviously 2001, so it's 2001 September the 12th I wrote that, yeah? I used the word God in that, didn't I? We are all God's chosen players, but what is this fucking God? We're not God's chosen players, we are God. God isn't some guy up in the sky. We are at the cutting edge of creative existence here. This is the forefront, we're on the cutting edge. We can change the world, we can change the universe. Basically, we're all living in our own wee universes, aren't we? So this stuff I'm saying here, we're all uniting together, it's really just a case of it has to be done on an individual basis, I think, one by one, through communication, which is what's so fucking amazing about this internet. Like minds can come together. It's all about like minds in the future. So maybe the world will never all unite. Maybe that's just a utopian dream, that poem, and if it is, at least it's a nice thought. Hopefully some people can resonate with that, and try to be nicer to one another. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Be nice to yourself first. The nicer you are to yourself, the nicer you are to everyone else. That's the secret. No so easily done. You can, because everyone else kind of bugs your tits, and then you kind of fucking, so in your own mind builds it up, and then you hate yourself for putting up with the people who bug your tits. It's not so easy. I'm not saying it's a piece of cake by any matter of means, you know. But what I'm saying is, so this universe is a magical place because all kinds of possibilities. Look at the fucking world. You can't. Nobody could ever put in a book what's actually going on in this world. It's far too complex for that. It's all about, you know, your energy field mixing with other energy fields. So if you want to be a rapist, for instance, right? Good luck to you. You will find people who want to be raped, basically. Fair enough. They're not going around saying, "Oh, by the way, rape me. I'm looking for it," you know. But you've got a victim mentality and you've got a prayer, and that will come together, you know. There's nobody, I'm not saying a bit harsh, but there's nobody that's ever been raped that didn't have it coming. Didn't take that the wrong way. I know a lot of folk go, "Fucking teachers, I've been raped. I've been fucking raped. And I never asked for that. It's terrible." It's fucking terrible. I fully agree. But maybe somewhere in your consciousness kind of created that reality towards you. Because believe me, I've had loads of fucking shit things happen to me, and I could quite easily absolve responsibility, which I have done actually quite a lot, and blame everyone else. But ultimately, I know deep down that every fuck up in my life was caused by my consciousness and how I perceived the universe at that time. And I got to it exactly because things, what you focus on, you get more of, you know. So you might have been one of these men or women, because men get raped as well, you know, who were saying, "Oh, I hope I don't get raped, I hope I don't get raped, I hope I..." But actually, by focusing on what you don't want, it actually attracts that towards you. That's why when David Icke, that prattles on about fucking reptilians, he should get a fucking fish put in his mouth, you know? Because the more you concentrate on those things, at the same point of time, if reptilians exist, I believe they do exist, but I believe it's in another dimension, and the more we focus on it, yeah, the more they can come into this dimension, yeah. Right? So, but what, I don't think we should ignore things, you know, turn a blind eye, because for instance, there's a lot of fucking child rape going on these days by mainly politicians and the like, you know. So I'm not just saying, "Oh, don't focus on it, I'm alright, Jack." You know, if you know something's going on and there's something within your powers to do something about it, then fine. Go and do it. Get your hands dirty. Sort it out. But you know what? One thing I think, right? I think law should be abolished. I think we should fucking ditch every law that ever existed. Forget about laws, right? If you have an accident, then that's tough titties. If you kill somebody, they were probably asking for it as well. If you're a rapist and you say, "Oh, that rapist should be put in jail," no. If that rapist has got that rapist mentality, he's raped somebody, he'll walk around and he'll create circumstances through natural existence that will pay him back for his rape. And then that is the real way to evolve. You know, I've got a friend who's a lawyer, right? And this lawyer friend of mine, beautiful girl, absolutely beautiful. And she gave me a totally different perspective in the world. And law, especially. And she said, "You know, I feel like I'm a doctor for society. So you go and see a doctor with your problems, the doctor gives you a pill, there you go, you're cured, and you go." And people go and see her with your problems, tell her your problems, she kind of buys your problems off you, give her $200, she'll take care of your problems. So she's like a doctor. I thought it was quite a good way to see that profession, you know. They're not all fucking money grabbing hoodlums or whatever the word is, you know. They're not all just... They're not all wankers, a sugar of wankers. Everyone thinks, you know, there's some of them, not many, but there's one or two there with a good heart, you know. But I said this to her, you know, one time, we'd had a few drinks and my brain was in full flow, and just in the moment, you know, I nailed it. Pfft, the law should be abolished because that is the ultimate form of law. It's the ultimate form of justice, where there is no laws, and the universe gives you your justice as it will always do, you know. But that's a mental concept. You know why? Because there's money involved in law, isn't there? That's why the whole law society exists. If we're going to do law, ladies and gentlemen, okay, you want to punish people, fine, right? Let's not send them to jail, or let's not fine people, because that's what it's all about, getting money out of punters, isn't it, basically? Even the jail system's all about money, through governments giving the jail money. That's why in America right now, the biggest industry is the fucking prison industry, one of the biggest, you know? So, Why don't they, instead of getting money when you do a speeding fine? Okay, keep with the laws if you want then, right? Keep the laws. You do a speeding fine, go and help an old lady with her shopping. I always come back to that one, that's my favourite. But, you know, go and dig a hole for a fucking children's playground or something like that, you know? Do some good in society instead of always forking out your pocket. Who's about that, yin? Eh? That's a novel concept, you know? So that's the start of it, isn't it? We should take care of our communities, you know? So if you speed in one community, you help that community out. And that's what I'm trying to get back to all this, you know, should all unite together. We should all actually just stop working for a couple of days. How's about that? Just have a big massive, a week. Fucking nobody goes to work for a week. And we get out our houses, turn all the electricity off, and we, every, I don't know, say 1,000 people, get together in 1,000 people groups and say, right, look at this, we can do something different. We don't have to keep going on the fucking treadmill day after fucking day. Let's try and come up with new solutions, shall we? What do you like doing? Oh, you like fucking painting. Anyone here need a fence painted? Oh, a different kind of painting. Oh, you're an artist. Alright, fair enough. Anyone want a nice piece of art? And what do you need done? Oh, you need your plumbing done. Anyone here loved in hanging around in sewers and fucking getting your hands dirty and up to your knees in shite, fixing bits of pipes together? You do, great. Do you fancy a painting? Aye. Day in exchange. Work society like that, you know, therefore we didn't need money. Once we establish the basic living conditions for everyone, right, then, poof, human potential explodes. Because then we do, day after day, what we really, really, really want to do from our heart. So our passion will lead us towards things, you know. And we'll experiment, we'll try something that doesn't work, we'll experiment, we'll try something that doesn't work. That's why I'm not sending my son to school, ladies and gentlemen. Because I refuse to indoctrinate him in the elite's fucking worker bee processing factory, you know. I'm going to let him have his own creative mind and develop his own life. Freedom of the mind from these, it's always been done that way, so we've always got to do it. You know, we have to loosen the chains of bondage, and it has to start with us now on the cutting edge of thought. So, I could ramble on, but I think I've got my point across somehow, somewhere in there, maybe, who knows. But that's been Nob, coming at you with a bit of duality or love and a wee bit blethery conversation after it. If you liked anything about this poem, even that much, in fact, even if you didn't like it, even if you think I'm a ball bag and I said women asked to be raped and I fucking should be put down, fine. Leave a comment on my blog, tell other people about it, because apparently with social media, that's what you've got to do at the end of the video. Say, fucking hell, please, I beg of you, get my shit out there. Because I've tried forming conversations and joining social media tribes, and I've decided to be anti-social from now on, right? I've set all the gear up around my website, I've joined every fucking networking site out there. Nobody wants anything to do with me. I'm like a fucking bad smell. So fair enough. But I'm still going to ask you, if you like me, leave a comment, I'll answer back to you. Let's form a tribe, a Nob anti-social tribe. Same as the Bill Hicks fucking people who hate people tribe. The more I live longer, I thought I liked Bill Hicks before, but the more I fucking live, the more right I realise he was. Alright? So, anti-social media, that's us. In fact, didn't tell the rest of the world about it. Just leave a comment on my site, sign up to my newsletter, and we get me in the fucking anti-social gang. Except, really, we're at the cutting edge of thought because we're not in bondage anymore, alright? We're expressing our unique freedoms that we're born to do in this world. It's not a big fucking rat's maze after all. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, and I'll see you in the next gym.